All right, folks, this is a first for me. One of the last few things in my aging life that I have left to do for the first time. It is a PSA return. I'm very, very, very excited. So yeah, I'm gonna hand these off to my girlfriend to open them. I accidentally saw online which of the, I saw the first card's grade basically, so we'll be able to determine which box is the first box and be able to open them in kind of the proper order. Yeah, so there'll be a brief transition. All right, here we are. We've got the slabs out. We could not find the Pikachu actually, so I guess it is what it is. But I saw what this card was. I did not see the grade. I saw it's classics or classic collection celebrations like Zapdos, Team Rocket Zapdos. Did not see the grade though. So I guess this will be my first flipping of a card. I guess for the sake of it, we can kind of show the back of the card. Centering, it looks pretty off on the top actually. I guess I will say obviously that I was not critical enough of centering straight up. Like a lot of these cards are probably going to be 9s, even though they're kind of flawless other than centering. I'm assuming this is a 9. It might be like an 8, hopefully not lower than that. Okay, let's go. All right, I successfully eyeballed the 9. And yeah, you can see on the front of the card as well that yeah, that's a PSA 9 as far as centering goes. All right, that makes me feel decent, like I'm okay at this. So yeah, I have no idea what any of these cards are going to be now. Let's go. All right, we got a PSA 9 on this Professor's Research. I guess I should check the centering on everything as well. Yeah, so I guess that's a little off on the right. I guess that one's closer. That's less bad. Maybe they found another flaw. Trying to look with my actual eyes too, not just through the camera. I don't know. I guess that must just be a centering issue again, or whatever. I don't know, but I'm not terribly disappointed with a 9 on that. All right, next one. Ooh, all right. So that is not bad. All right, that is a PSA 8 on a Hitmonchan. I bought this on TCG Player. Got ahead of myself. TCG Player, moderately played. PSA 8. So yeah, I was just looking through my cards that I had, and I was like, you know what? This one looks pretty decent. So I think there's scratching on the foil. Beckett or whatever would have taken off for surface probably, but a PSA 8 on a base set card that I got graded myself. I'm fairly happy with that. Obviously 9 or 10 or whatever would have been cool. But yeah, I think that might be the only vintage card in here. I don't remember what I'm even getting graded. Ooh, oh wow, all right. So yeah, I guess I'm lying, but that looks sick. I don't know if I remember that there was a swirl. That's a PSA 9 Entei with a swirl. Nice, all right. This one I think even had maybe any, yeah, the top corner, you can see where there's a visible nick. So you can see why that one got a 9 pretty clearly. I don't remember if there was scratching on the foil as well. But yeah, it's kind of hard to tell in this lighting. Yeah, no, there's definitely actually a pretty significant scratch. See that? You might be able to see that actually because it's decently significant. So I'm low-key surprised I got a 9, but I guess the centering is almost perfect on that. So that is awesome. Another vintage card, and the swirl PSA 9 on that is pretty nice. All right, doing pretty well so far. Ooh, all right, my first 10. All right, let's go. Let us go. All right, this one I did pull myself or whatever. You know, I found this retail at a Target. As far as the VMAX collection itself, and yeah, when I was going through my stuff, let's go. All right, all right. So that gives me some confidence that maybe I've got, you know, some other 10s in here. Let's go. The audience is hype as well. Going crazy. It's Bort in the background. If there's any Bortus fans. This one I think is a Miltank. I don't recall if I got any other Japanese stuff graded. Ooh, an 8 on that. I don't know what's up with the 8 on that. Maybe the centering is bad on the back. I thought this was pretty good. Yeah, I guess it's harder for me to tell eyeballing this on the Japanese back. I'm just not as familiar. That's an 8 on the Miltank. I'll probably put that in the personal collection. I got the steakhouse playmat, and basically cows are personally important to me or whatever. This one is an Iowa Dragon. I'm from the state of Iowa, so hopefully we got at least a 9 on this. All right, let's go. We got the 10 on that. Let's go. That feels good. Nice, really good to get the 10 on that. MetaZoo is very active in the community as well, so I'm sure they'll repost this or whatever when I post it. So nice, a second 10. That feels good. All right, let's go. All right, I'm hype. This was not a waste. Let's go. All right. We got a PSA 9 on this Skyla. All right, so this card will be for sale or whatever, but I got this at an antique mall in my hometown when I was there with my dad, where he has a booth. I wish we had something like that here. This is definitely a centering issue. You can tell it's way wider over here than that side, but I think I paid like $4 for this at an antique mall. And this card, I did a presentation about Pokemon or whatever at one point, and I used this as an example of like waifu tax basically. So I have, I guess, a slight story with that card as well. Let's go. All right, so we hit the 10 on the Glaceon V-Star. So I think that this is the probably the most expensive card in here. This one, I guess I don't know, I guess I could perhaps check the invoice now that I know what the grades are on stuff, because this one I might have had to pay more money on. Actually, it's worth like quite a bit in a 10, I believe. I guess I don't know that much about modern Pokemon, actually, despite the fact that like 90% of these are modern Pokemon graded cards. I don't know that much about modern Pokemon. To me, it looks like there's a very noticeable tilt to the card, both up here, and on the back, to the point that I asked in the notes. I mentioned the potential of the OC off-center indicator. Obviously, I will take a 10 as well. So that is pretty good. The most expensive card that I got graded did get a 10, so that is... can't complain about anything else. All right, we got a 10 on the Zacian V-Star. This is making me feel like, yes, I am a decent eyeballer of cards as long as I am more critical about centering in the future. All right, let's go. The unfortunate thing is, for anyone who's not like tried to grade their cards or whatever, who may be getting inspired by this, definitely do it. But it's when you start to try to grade stuff, you start to get so much more critical of stuff, and you start to notice how it actually is pretty rare to get a card that is flawless in centering and corners and edges and stuff, even straight out of the pack. So some of these cards that are like harder to find, the Umbreons and Girantinas and stuff, it does make sense why they're commanding insane price tags. Ooh, all right. We hit the 10 on the Classic Collection Venusaur. I have not had any of these in my little stock at the flea market because I looked through my stock and I was like, yo, these might be good candidates. So we got a 10 on that. That is nice. That feels good. I submitted 2 of these, so we'll see if they both got 10s or not. I guess they're not in order. But we got a PSA 9 on this Rocket Zapdos. So I guess I've got 2 of those. I can put that with the other one. Oops. Okay, so 2 PSA 9 Rocket Zapdos. That's not too bad. I guess perhaps they're more critical of the vintage cards. Hitmonchan's my only 8 so far, but really I obviously cannot complain about that. I mean, I could complain, but I'm not gonna. How many cards have we gone through so far? Let's count. Just do a little check. I think we might be coming up on halfway through. I got 28 cards graded in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know. But, all right, so a little bit under half. So that's nice. All right, we'll see what we've got next. Ooh, all right, so another 10 on the Cleffa. I feel like centering on this is not absolutely perfect. But it's hard to tell in the case actually with the shadow in the video. But I feel like it is kind of wider on this side. But perhaps it's within the 60-40 as they say or whatever. It's not awful. And my eyes actually are not the best, honestly. So I guess I'll take the 10, obviously. Another 10, all right, another Cleffa 10. All right, feels good. Adorable Pokemon, obviously. Professor's Research 8. All right, what is up with me and these? I don't know. What's up with the Professor's Researches? Oh, that's awful. Centering, actually. That's like really bad. That's almost like interestingly like bad, like off center bad. Okay, yeah, and it's not the greatest, even noticeably on the front. So yeah, that's just that'll teach me, I guess. The Professor's Research fittingly will teach me to be more critical of centering for sure in the future. Obviously an 8 is not too bad though. I'm hoping that I at least eyeballed edges and corners and stuff well enough that 8 is going to be the lowest I get on anything. All right, PSA 9 on the Pikachu. This is the one that I saw online, so I already knew that that one was a 9. Obviously, I didn't know that I was going to flip it over now, though. Ooh, all right. 9 on the Surfing Pikachu VMAX. I'll take that, obviously. Maybe I should start doing a pile on the other side as well, just because we are in the second half. 9 on the Blastoise Classic Collection. We'll check it out. Yeah, no. Definitely way wider on the bottom than the top. It's like instant. Yeah, so, but other than that, a flawless card. So, nice. PSA 9 on the Blastoise. Feels good. Ooh. Alright. I mean, obviously not too bad. Slightly pricier card. Shining Magikarp. Got the 9. I always wanted to own this card back in the day. I mean, I pulled the Charizard as a kid, so you can't really complain. But the Gold Magikarp is really cool. And so to get a PSA 9 in that is nice. I guess that we could check for the centering and stuff. Centering actually to me doesn't look too bad on the front. It is, yeah, again, kind of like in that top corner though. Like this and that are kind of wide. All right, but other than that, a flawless card basically once again, as far as like kind of the actual condition of it. All right. Ooh, all right. We'll take that. I actually pulled this myself. A lot of these cards, you know, I've bought and then I just happen to have in my collection and I look through to get graded. This one I pulled myself. So to hit the 10 on the Umbreon Gold Star fancy card everyone kind of wanted other than Charizard from the set. Feels good. Check out the centering just for the sake of it. All right, yeah, let's go. That one might at least be a decent little chunk of change. 9 on the other Venusaur. I'll definitely take that. Not sure. Yeah, centering's definitely not perfect. A little wide on this side. That one is like... oh, whatever, I'll take it, obviously. Not an expert. All right, we got the PSA 9 on the Serena Rainbow Rare. So I'll take that. These, again, I guess I don't know on these like textured foils what is really like considered good. This one is pretty decent to me, but I guess it's actually the front of the card. You can actually see it decently in the light. Like, yeah, this border is wider than this top border by perhaps even like double.
But it is what it is. This card, these are climbing up in price, even raw. So I'm glad to have this graded by myself, basically, so that, yeah, basically, I got it way cheaper than if I was to buy it secondhand or buy it from someone that got it graded, basically. Plus, my girlfriend's name is Serena, basically, so this one's a special one for us, obviously. Kaka and all that. All right, we got a PSA 9 on the Charizard from the ETB. Trying to see. I can't see in this light all that well. Yeah, it's definitely wide on the top. Yeah, wide on the top, on the back. And I feel like on like starters, perhaps they're more critical than stuff like a Cleffa. All right, we got the 9 on the Charizard from the 2019 starter deck. That's pretty cool. This actually had I had a slight resurgence with Pokemon my first year of grad school, and that is what this is from. It's from a starter deck that I bought myself at Barnes and Noble. So that is nice to get a 9 on that. Cards. Ooh, yes. All right, I'll shut up with my personal stories. All right, let's go. All right, we got the 10 on the another one of the most beautiful cards in here. That one again might have to go in the personal collection. That is just because I got it graded myself and stuff. And again, I'm actually pretty surprised. The centering on that is actually like the centering on that, to be honest, I feel like they could have given me an 8. So I will definitely take that. Also, I will still like 1,000 out of 1,000 times get my cards graded with PSA and not AGS or any other like knockoff copycat company, despite these human errors or whatever. Like that basically, I don't know. I would zoom in if it wouldn't mess stuff up, but I don't know if you can see the 3 letters there. Basically, is my response to anyone with these, like anything other than Beckett or CGC. Ooh, all right, we hit the 10 on the Lucario V-Star. I did open this myself as well, less of a big deal though. It seems like these, for better or for worse, were really well printed. Like I was going through my cards, and if anything, I have more of these that I could perhaps even grade 10s. Yep, another 10 on this. So again, yeah, I feel like these were just actually really well done. So it's not as big of a deal to get a 10, but they can get damaged in little plastic containers and stuff just because of how the card was distributed, since it's not in like a main booster pack. So there is that. Plus, it's a kind of a cool Pokemon. Right, we're down to the last card. I'm trying to think of what it could be. We've gone through both Charizards, I think. It looks like the centering's not too good, regardless of what it is. Very wide on this side. So it may even be an 8. What could this be? Some sort of Pikachu, maybe, of some sort? A Miltank, and it's a 9. All right, we'll take that. Perhaps they were like, all right, it's perfect on the front. The centering is just bad on the back. We'll give it a 9. All right, so once again, Steakhouse in all of that. We got the 9. So yeah, a good number of 10s. Only two or 3 8s, I believe. Let's tally them up, kind of. So we got the 9s in the middle. We'll keep the 10s over here on the right. 3 so far. Another 9. 9 for Serena. Get the Cleffas over into the right pile. Umbreon. Yeah, so this makes me feel decent. That if I'm just more critical of centering, then I should hopefully hit more 10s. Obviously, some of my stuff seemed to have perhaps slipped through and got 10s, but whoa, hold up. Did my dumbass even react to this? Like, I don't remember getting a 10 on the Venusaur too. What? Like, I'll definitely, all right. I was slightly disappointed that I got 9s on both of these. Maybe I somehow didn't process that, I guess. Perhaps I did react earlier in the video, but that's awesome. This is basically like I'm seeing this for the first time, and I got like a base set starter, you know, reprint 10. Let's go. I don't think I opened that myself or anything. I don't think I ended up hitting any of the starters. Even though Celebrations is actually basically what got me back into opening modern Pokemon. The Zacian, this one I did open myself as well, although I don't really care about that level of like modern stuff. Obviously, yeah, you can click off the video if you've seen the grades, basically, if that's all you care about. First 10 I ever got, this Rayquaza VMAX. 9 on the Entei, feels good with that swirl. 8 on the Hitmonchan, that was a moderately played TCG player card, so I'll take that. Professor's Research, and then the 2 9s on the Zapdoses. So yeah, we only got 3 8s, Hitmonchan, Miltank, and Professor's Research. Looks like the 9s beat the 10s very slightly by like 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 9s. And so that means obviously there should be 12 10s, but we'll count them anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. These do fit together so nicely that it's hard to even take them apart sometimes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I guess I'm confused. Maybe I miscounted, but who really cares? So basically there are a few more 9s than 10s, but that's our final verdict. Thank you for watching if you watched this far. Pretty happy with like 11 10s. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Peace.